Hello, hello. Is everything working? Uh, Hold on. Let me pull out my phone. Hey, everybody in chat. How's it going? Hold on. Let me get everything together first. Uh, I was charging my phone, so it's dead, which means I'm turning it back on again. Uh, which is gonna take a while, so we're gonna talk for a little bit first while that's going on. Good. How are you? I'm doing good, actually. I'm doing good. I little bit of a mess. Um, but I watched a movie and I'm feeling refreshed and ready to get some work done. Yeah, I feel ready to get some work done because as you might be able to tell by what's on screen, not much progress has been done on the packaging. So, yeah, I've been wasting time very much so. So hopefully we're going to be able to catch up because I don't have many days left to finish this, and I really want to finish it. So let's get right to it, I guess. Wait, hold on. Right, phone still, phone's still doing its thing. Uh, just discovered your content 2 days ago. Ended up binging, watching it most of the night. Oh goodness. Gaspel. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you liked the well, I don't know if you liked it, you binged it. But I appreciate it. What do you think? I wish there was more to binge, by the way. Uh, haven't done enough videos yet. There's still a lot to do. Did you like my dwarf packaging on disc? Oh my god, yes, I saw it. No comment. No comment. World is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay, there you go. I got the chat on the screen. Let me pull everything down. My room's a mess. There's paper and stuff everywhere. It looks like the office of a madman, like a mad conspiracy theorist. Just papers and stuff all over the place. I should really clean it off. I feel like I should really take some time to clean this. Probably should do that. I'll do that after the stream, maybe. But it's good. Nothing much. Well, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just, you know? Yeah, let's get right to it. So, I'm gonna start on the murals first before dealing with that horrid pattern again. So, drawing two dwarves smoking some grog. Not grog, grot. Okay, so let's just cut this out. Go. Image, no, layer. Transform, mirror horizontally. That's not the right one. Vertically. There you go. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'll be adjusting it later. Okay. I keep coming back to your channel over and over again, and I've recently seen the witch hunting stuff, and I was super interested in it. I want to make a D&D character inspired by it. I mean, yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, I really want you know how there's I need to watch more YouTube videos that have this element to them. I don't know if you feel the same, but sometimes there are these YouTube videos that just have this rewatchability, you know? Like they're just videos, but you you always feel like you can just come back to them and just watch them again for some reason. I don't feel that with every video. But there's some specific videos where it's like I just, hey, I have some, let me watch that video again. You know, and if I could distill down the essence or understand what makes a video like that, I would love to like figure that out and try to apply it to my videos, because that's my favorite type of video. And they're random either. They're not like a specific category of video. It's just like it's either the flow or the pacing of it or the information in it or how the script is written that just makes it a pleasant experience. Yeah. Do you have any tips for shading for a semi-beginner that's just starting to try? Oh, no. I don't have any like technical advice to give. Technical stuff is not my nothing is really my tea, but technical drawing is definitely not one of them. Um, I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. So sorry. There's a lot of great other channels on YouTube that talk about fundamentals. Search up how to shade on YouTube, and you'll probably find 100 videos that explain it perfectly fine, or 100 times better than I could. How much money would I have to donate for you to get a BBL? A BBL? What's a BBL? Well, I know it's an abbreviation, but like, what's an abbreviation for? Operating by feeling. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I operate by vibes. Brazilian butt lift? Huh? The hell's that? Big big black locomotive? What? Big bird lord? I don't. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Uh, hold on. Let me get some music going. I think that would be nice. Have some music. Okay, let's see. There you go. Simon, have you heard of a YouTuber called Rit Finch? She made a fan design for a mage inspired by your world. No, I have not heard of a YouTuber called that. So I'm gonna look that up, actually. Give me a sec. Rit Finch. I'm misspelling things so bad. Finch. Oh. Huh. Why didn't I remember the name of her channel? Yeah, Small Brit. I talked to her in the server. I don't think it's an I don't think it's a fan design. Are you talking about the most recent video she did about the golden bones magic system she did, where some people miraculously get born with gold, and you can like inscribe gold to have it have magical effects. I don't think that one's a fan design. No, the one with Monster Garden? Eh? Hold on. Oh shit, there is one. Oh! How did I completely miss that one? What the fuck? I'm gonna have to check that one out. How long is it? 13 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna watch that right after the stream. Yeah. I'm gonna have to watch that after the stream. But yeah, thank you for the heads up. I have no idea how I missed that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm completely blind. I didn't see the Monster Garden in the title. But here, let's see. Let's actually get into the drawing part of things. So, I want to draw some dwarves enjoying some grot. I'll look up a reference later. There you go. Something like that. Doesn't matter how nice the box is, it's going straight in the jar. Oh, goodness. Hello, Philin. Reaction video? No. Is that a thing you want? Reaction videos? Really? I mean, I would be lying if I don't... I do occasionally indulge in watching some reaction videos just because it's, you know, it's that need to see somebody react with the same enthusiasm that you have about something, especially music. So, I get it, but I don't see... I don't think I'd make a good reaction channel. They'll say something in the video or something will happen, I'll go, oh, nice. And then that's it. That's like all the commentary I do. I mean, hello. Drazzle, hello. Drazzle, brazzle. Drazzle, brazzle. Not really. I want to see a video of you soy-facing and slapping your cheek. Ha? I don't even know what that means, and for some reason I have the feeling that I don't want to know what that means, so I'm not gonna ask. Please don't elaborate. A world builder doing reactions on other world building? Yeah, that would actually be great. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Now you get me thinking about it. Maybe that is interesting. Nice. No, but like, I'm worried I would blabble on too much. Like, what if there's a fine balance between obviously reaction channels, they sometimes, most of them pause the video to like say their thing, right, and then continue it. There's a fine balance of pausing it, saying what you're gonna say, and then continuing the video and doing it for way too long, to the point where it gets very annoying. Like the original video is 3 minutes long and your reaction to it is 20. At that point, it's too much, you know? So I am worried I would exceed that line and just babble on or something. Not too much original input, that's not what I mean, but there's a balance, I think. I hate all the pausing in those videos. Yeah, like, sometimes it pauses too much. Bring on the babbling. Hey, do you know a good way to introduce significant concepts on your world building? I mean, I've done a pretty poor job at presenting significant things in the world, so I doubt I'd have good input. I'm trying to, like, restart it by hopefully soon making videos about, like, each area in the world, or, like, important things that happen, or events, or people, to hopefully set, like, a baseline for everything. And I guess, like, how I'm thinking about doing it is to focus on maybe, I don't know, I might try to, like, go at it from the angle of talking about the how it's been affecting things around that thing. Instead of just talking about it blandly, I'll try to go at it from different perspectives and how different people in the world would see that thing. So, like the mana core, for example, right? If I talked about the mana core just as it is, I think it would be less impactful about how it actually is. So I'd rather want to write about it in a way of, like, how the people in the world see it. Maybe a soldier that had to go near it, for the sake of, you know, moving past the trenches or around an enemy line and saw the giant, looming, whirling storm that was, you know, the radius of that thing, and how that felt, or what happened, you know, instead of just telling you about, oh, this is the mana core, this is what happens at the mana core, and I, like, tell it through the lens of people experiencing it. I think I'm gonna try doing it that way, which is gonna be hard. I'm bad at writing, so that's gonna be hard, but I'll try. Yeah, like, instead of, I'd want to avoid just saying this terrifying structure. I'd rather just write it from the perspective of a character who's terrified by it, and just have him talk about it in a way that expresses that it is terrifying. But really try not to have him just say, it's terrifying. Try to, like, sort of skirt around it, maybe? I don't know how I'd write it. You know, maybe he pauses or stutters, or can't get his words straight, and he just stares off into the distance for a little bit, and he's, I don't know, I don't want to talk about it. Or just, you know, it gets all sweaty and shit, clammy. Something like that. I don't know, I'm just spitballing. So I listened to, like, a podcast or a reaction video, so I bet it'd be popular. Also, those videos would help a lot when it's to, I'm going to game dev her world. Oh. My mind feels heavy under the shadow of this tower type deal. Yeah. So your reaction would be interesting? second or first-hand accounts. Yeah, second or first-hand accounts. Like you're interviewing someone at the scene of crime instead of just the report of the crime, right? I want more interviews because that's more genuine. I think it helps put it into perspective and into the helps you put you in the shoes of the people there, right? Hello, Valley Boar. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Hello, Monster Garden. Do you hear about the Mesopotamians? They the Babylon, Babylon, and Babylon and Babylon. It's Babylon, right? They pebble on and on and on. Jesus Christ, that's stupid. Thank you. Maybe they're made as a story by campfire people reliving their life in the field. Well, yeah, okay. I think the way you present the thing depends on what it is. You know, what would most fit it. I can imagine, like, having it being told like a story around a campfire would fit really well with, obviously, horror creatures or legends or myths or fairy tales, that sort of stuff, you know? Cryptids. That would fit really well with like a, you know, around the campfire group of people, flashlights on. I mean, if your world has flashlights, flashlight under the face. Let me tell you a tale of the whatever. I can't think of anything clever that would be funny, so just don't mind that. Yeah. Though, Yasin, yeah, like, I like that sort of writing. But, when it comes to, like, the videos and stuff like that, I'm also always conflicted if I want to, like, describe that the soldier's taking frantic breaths. So, like, basically, do I want to act out the character, or do I want to read it like it's an audiobook? You know, because I could say, like, the soldier took quick, frantic breaths, his eyes reflecting a sight of pure malevolence, or something like that, his hands trembling. Or I could try and, you know, act out that feeling while he's saying his lines and just skip that part. But then obviously I'd miss some parts, like for example the fiddling of the fingers and stuff like that. You wouldn't see that. So maybe there's like a way. I still want to play around with it so much. There's so much potential in videos and like expressing the story still. Because like I could make it so there's like text on the screen that describes the actions, but you're listening to what he's saying. So maybe you can have both, but not have the descriptors of his actions interrupt the actual dialogue. That might be interesting. Or maybe like really rough animatics, just enough to get the idea of things, like focusing on the hands twitching and fiddling and the eyes darting around and frantic and him sweating and stuff like that, just, you know, to help emphasize the dialogue. Yeah. There's so much I could still do with it. You could do both. Yeah, true. So, I definitely want to explore a lot of that with, like, the next videos I'm working on. There's so much I still need to do. Still so much to do. Okay, what's the last one? Mining. Right. I have the same dilemma. I think I will go with the narrative route on account of voice dysphoria and whatnot. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to settle down with any one of them, honestly. I just want to, like, experiment as much as I can with each one. Whatever I think is right for the type of lore that I want to express at the moment. Plenty of time to do it. I know. Sometimes I just feel like I'm going a little slow, you know? A little too slow. Okay, dwarf mining. Quality over quantity, always. I know. What? I struggle quite a bit with how to write, too, since I've never really written anything I intended to show to people. Yeah, it's definitely been, like, a really tough time for me to, like, try and write and actually express the stories that I have in my head. Because, to me, the ideas I have about the world and stuff like that are very clear in my head. Like, I can visualize each of the locations and how I think they should feel and how the people act and stuff like that. But actually writing it out, that's a whole different story, you know? And it's really slowed down my work process as well. Because instead of being able to just draw whenever I want, I draw and then I don't draw for like 5 days to work on script and video editing, and then make a video out of it, and then I get to draw again. There's probably, obviously there is a better way to do that, but for me, I can't stop doing the thing. I can't do that many things at once, so it'd be hard for me to just stop it and then draw something else and then get back to doing the video again, because then I'd feel like wanting to do something else instead of finishing the video. So it's really hard. Here's a free one. Children of the Pine, a cult who dress in dried twigs and bark like a withered pine tree, who ritualistically immolate themselves. Huh? Okay. I'm curious about the story behind them. Yeah, like, wow, there's so much. There's so much. Like, you don't even know how much there is in my head about, like, Jakob and why he is the way he is, or his companions. I haven't even gotten to talk about his other, like, witch hunters, or Thomas, or, you know, the actual witches they're hunting, or actually clearing up the magic system, or the mana core, or the war, or, you know, how Ram is dealing with the war, how Varus is dealing with the war, the bunker cities, the rats, the fucking, the Burlamen, the Pillarmen, the like, people taking care of the war machines and stuff like that, engineers, and those, so much. I fell into a major art block because I've just been utterly unable to express what I want. I think I finally got my desire to world build again. That's good. That's good. Sounds to me that you need a food web or something to help you wrap your head around them. No, no, no. Don't worry. I don't forget anything. I have it all written down, and I know all the information. It's just that there's so much of it, and it's like where to start. There's so much to go through still, you know. And I wanna put an emphasis on everything because to me all of them are important to the world and how the world feels, and that there's people in it and what they do and why they do it and how they've gotten to the point that they have. Oh, and creatures as well, right? Because we still need a lot more creatures in the world. The big fun stuff. Well, okay, here's the thing. I feel like that's the issue. That's one of the issues. Is like you want to do the big fun stuff, but you feel like to present and properly express the importance of the big fun stuff, you have to lay all the groundwork of the small little things, which in the end, to me, just burns me out, because there's so many boring little things you gotta do to present the cool stuff. So I never get to the cool stuff. I never get to draw the cool stuff because I'm always drawing toolboxes and crates and how people lay out their farms and what kind of nutrients are in the soil and how many people are in a city and what are the city structures like. I feel like I'm still trying to find a way to both express both, right? To present the fun stuff, but also give like little snippets, enough of the small things to paint a picture, but not enough to like bog everything down and just make it boring. Just like hints of things. Yeah, food web. Oh, food web. I don't know what I read before. I thought you meant like those, you know, those webs where you connect all the points together of your world building so you don't lose track, like World Anvil and stuff like that. I thought you meant one of those. I don't know why I read food web and thought that you meant that instead. Sorry. But yeah, food web. Right. Creatures. Highlight the differences instead? Yeah, of course. You gotta highlight the differences, and not focus on, like, you know, the obvious stuff, like farming and shit. But you just get lost, you know? Sometimes a world-building project, the whole point of the world-building project is to, like, flesh it out and get lost. But sometimes you get lost in the wrong things. I've often gotten lost in the wrong things, focusing about soil makeup. You know, what's the soil made of? What kind of plants could they plant in this kind of soil? What would their agricultural cycle be? What do they plant after potatoes to keep the soil good? Like, is it potatoes, then corn, then, you know, it's like, do we make up any fantasy crops that could be replaced? I have not read Berserk. I want to read Berserk. Alright, I started on my protagonist's abilities, which I did, but I do not know what story and character and personality should I put in, which is bad. Well, That's strange. I normally try to... Well, what do I start with? I don't know. I don't know what I start with. It sort of just comes all at once. It comes all at once. Like with Jakob, for example, it's like... It came rushing in with the idea of... okay, witches are dangerous. Why are witch hunters not, like, cursed to shit? Or have, like, deformities and stuff like that from fighting witches? And then it's like, okay, let's make a character that fits that. And then, like, yeah, but why is he in that situation? What's he done to, like, get to be a witch hunter? Well, maybe there's a kingdom that's trying to deal with witches, so that's Rom, and they like made a platoon of soldiers that are designed to be witch hunters. But why is he so disheveled? Well, maybe something happened to the platoon, and so it sort of just all piles together. But with the bugs for eyes, that the ability came first though, and then I later thought of like how he got the way of that eyes thing happened. I've started working on a video about like, ooh, spoilers, give me. I've started working on a video about just like the major aspects of the world. So after that, I can get into more fun, small, goofy, silly stuff. Hee hee hoo hoo. Ah, good. Yeah, I sort of want to do that too with like the next videos. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Doing good. Base the MC personality on side characters' personalities. It's like, instead of thinking of a plot first, what kind of story it is and how the world around him build. I started into the abilities, which I stepped into step 15 instead of step 1. Oh, it's fine to sometimes, like, jump around and stuff. You could get some interesting interactions to happen if you start thinking about the story after the abilities. You can maybe, like, tie them together or have interesting plot points happen around how he can utilize those abilities in interesting ways. So, who knows? Wait. Are these sides different sizes from these sides? Because then that would mean that... Oh yeah, it is. Ah. Right. So that has to be the back. Because the back's there. Why? Yeah, why did I do that? Okay, I'm dumb. Let me take this one. Put it here. There you go. Always start with culture, government structure, and then monsters when I do world building. Huh, that's interesting. I start with... whatever is interesting at the time, I guess. Yeah. I know you don't want to add stereotypical dragons to your world, but you should check out Monster Hunter World. I played the game. The way they make the monsters interact with each other in the world is so well done. Yeah, I know. Like ecosystems and stuff like that based around the creatures interacting with each other is really interesting. The music reminds me a bit of the game Unravel. Also, thank you for the 17 DKK insanity. Appreciate it. The game Unravel. Is it that game with like the little yarn people? Where they run and then they slowly lose yarn? Is that the one, or am I mixing it up? With Yarny and the demented grandma. What? It's a demented grandma? Ah, okay. Then I am remembering. What happened in the last 40 minutes? Not much. I've just been ranting about world building and drawing very little. Yeah, I should draw more. That's probably something I should be doing. Okay. Okay, and then this last one is for writing. There you go. Okay. I think I should do something quite mindless, because then I can, you know, just get it over with, or just not think much while doing it. So what I'm gonna do is render out the outside first, because that's the most done. And if I render it out, that's not gonna take much brain. Well, actually, I need to still put the tattoos in. God damn it, it's gonna take a while. Shit. I'll figure it out. Let's see, what layer? Yeah, okay. The tabs on the side is where the glue goes. If you go on them, it gets another side over it. Holy shit. No shit. Of course. None of the details are on the glue side. I know the tabs won't be visible. What? I mean, really like the idea of robot characters. Androids feel like wasted potential sometimes when a robot can be designed to look like anything. Well, I mean, the easiest thing to do is to go humanoid. So I can see why it's common. But yeah, a lot of untapped potential with androids. Could go crazy with them. Though it's hard to relate to things that aren't humanoid. That's the problem. I mean, you can still make it work. Depends on how you write the character. You can still make a non-human looking character very relatable. You're going over it? Well, yeah. Because I can't just... I will draw it, like, I'll draw the details beyond the tab because sometimes there's inaccuracies with the folding process. So when you fold it and it gets glued, right? If I cut the drawing off right at this line and they fold it just a little wrong, you'll see the little gap. So it would be better if I continue on the details over the fold, so then when it's folded not correctly a little bit or a little off, the detail still goes into that crack so you can't tell. Right? It's called bleed. So it's better to like have it go off, because when it does, then when you fold it, it doesn't... If I cut the drawing off perfectly here, and then you can see a line. Also, it's a rough draft. Yes, thank you. I use Krita. Why can't I... Oh, I've selected something wrong. Question. I want to write and make art for that... What? I want to write and make art for that writing and wanted to know how to start. Do you have any tips? Nope, I have no tips on writing. I'm absolutely clueless. I can't I can't get what I'm trying to say, but to be coherent. My bad. Okay, cool. My favorite example is a character from Crying Sons called Caliban. His design is very otherworldly and inhuman after years of machine inventing machines. Huh. Let me look that up. I'm just curious what that looks like. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's neat. You can still tell there's like few remnants, like the spine and rib cage and, you know, long neck and head. But it is pushing the shape, which I like, or pushing the design in an interesting direction. If you want to start, simply start. Bigger thing that holds you back 9 out of 10 is fear that got something down, you can always fix it. Oh yeah, that's good advice. Thank you, Stan. Yeah, just start. That is quite good advice, because you can always just delete it. I can write it again or change things. Nothing's set in stone. Your channel's so underrated? Oh goodness. I think it's overrated. I have like 200-ish people now. 200,000-ish people now. Like, I think it's way overrated. I got way too lucky with that. What you doing? We're working on the dwarf packaging. I feel like I am going to keep some of the roughness. Is that okay, by the way? Because, like, I get having wanting it to be like perfect for the sake of it being, you know, a product and packaging. But I feel like a part of the charm of it is the, you know, the human aspect of it. And I feel like I'd lose some of that if I wanted to try and like make all the lines perfect and clean and, you know? So I feel like I am going to keep some of the roughness. It's normally how my style is.
Guys, it's a stylistic choice. This is my art style. It's not anatomically incorrect. I didn't draw the head too big and the body too short. It's my style. God damn it!
I'm becoming one of those.
I'm not lazy and don't want to finish my drawing. It's my style. I only draw sketches with color.
How are you doing, Simon? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I wouldn't call your rise entirely luck-based. You happen to have covered multiple videos that are very good for the algorithm as well as being very well made. Thank you. I appreciate you calling them well made. It's a bit of a stretch, I'd say, to call them well made, but thank you. The production value of my videos, I'd say, can definitely be improved. Take Treelancer's video, for example. Treelancer's videos are crazy well made. Just for the collab video, like that all of us did, Treelancer did, like, he redesigned his mascot for like a little bit when he talks and like the mascot moves his mouth. He redrew that whole thing just for that video, right? Because it was Halloween themed. And then he drew a whole other drawing that's a nice background with like the haunted trees and stuff like that, just so he can have that at the start of the video. So he did like full-on drawings just for little bits of the video. And that sort of effort is amazing, right? Yeah, he's insane, I know. The man puts in so much effort. So, like, knowing that, I cannot wholeheartedly say my videos are well made, because I know I could do more, like Treelancer. He has truly gone well beyond for the sake of the videos and their production. There you go, and the beautiful ass cheeks in the back. Let's make this hair not symmetrical. Imagine having that for a production value. Well, I wouldn't want to call it production value, because production value makes it sound like it's like a team of people and an amount of money spent. No, it's one guy doing it. So it's not a production value, it's just effort. The amount of effort put in. I don't want to stress you, but weren't you gonna release the video? Yeah, I was going to. I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, it's just, I became paralyzed by the amount of things I had to do. I'm very bad when multiple things happen at once, because then I do neither. I do none of them, because all of them are important. And how could I separate myself into multiple people to do all of them? No, I can't, so I'll do none. It's like getting pulled by horses, like that torture method. You get stretched in all direction, and that means you just don't move. You're just in the middle getting stretched. I struggle to get enough drawings for a video. Never mind as much as him. These pieces are just a ton of layers laying around because I don't have the motivation to make more pieces to accompany them. Yeah, I have that issue too. With, like, motivation and stuff like that. I have a limited amount of it, you know? A limited amount of patience for each video that runs out concerningly quickly. So I have to get a video out after a certain amount of time working on it, because otherwise it gets past my patience, which means it just stagnates and gets very slow. The progress will be made, yes, but it's gonna take way too long. You know? Like, a video could take 5 days, and then if I get past that, it'll take a month instead, just because it's past my patience or my amount of, well, yeah, patience I have, and I just can't get myself to... It's really a problem, honestly. Are you gonna do a stream tomorrow? I don't know. I hope so. I work best when I'm stressed the fuck out. Monster. Jesus. Yeah, I feel like Freelancer really needs to be seen by more people. Like, really needs to be seen by more people. He totally deserves it. Like, obviously, I'm trying to, through the server and stuff, I'm trying to encourage people from here to go subscribe to him as well, because it's basically just a better quality version of my content. Just better written, better produced, and better drawn world building. So, like, what's there not to love? So I'm just trying to, like, get people to see it more, because it really needs to be seen. Will you play No Rest for the Wicked? Ooh, I saw it. Whoop, shit. Sorry, I'm playing around with a temple candle. I've seen the trailer. It looks really good, obviously. No shit. That's the main focus of the studio, is that they make really good looking games, and once again, they made a really good looking game. I'll wait till it comes out. Obviously, I can't play it now. But not sure if it's my style game. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, what I mean by playing around with a temple candle, by the way, is it's a yellow candle. We have yellow candles that are used for, like, prayer and stuff like that. And I happen to have one in my hands, and I'm just sort of playing around with it. Freelancer will def boom once he has the time to upload more stuff. I believe there will be one coming out sometime soon. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely gonna get the recognition he deserves. Clearly, like, it is well deserved. Just a matter of time when, and I hope it's sooner than later, because that would also be big help for him, you know, financially incentivizing him to continue. If he gets, like, a large following, then he can, you know, fund more stuff, because then, you know, he'd be earning lots more money through YouTube, and that'd be great. So it'd be better if it was sooner than later. Have you seen a game called Noida? Yes, yes. Don't forget, he still doesn't have enough videos made. Oh. I don't think it's like having enough videos made to blow up. I had like how many? I had like 6 on my channel when you guys all came. You've made about 12. Well, yeah, but most of those I've made after. You guys found me, you know? I mean, yeah, there's definitely a benefit to having like a back catalog of videos so that when new followers come, they can watch like a bunch of them all at once to get an idea of what they're getting into. But I don't think it's necessary. Like, you can still see like one video, have it blow up, people go crazy about it, and then they eagerly wait for what comes next. Like, it still work, I think. Yeah, I have seen Noida through Albino. That guy. Yeah, it's an interesting game. It's fun to watch people play it. I don't think I'd play it myself, though. Okay, what do I need to do now? Tattoos. It didn't show up until your magic system video. I believe part of making views is making a captivating thumbnail plus curious title. Click and stay. Yeah, obviously the art of making thumbnails and stuff is still a mystery to me, but I'm trying to make them as... I'm trying to make them as clickbaity as possible without actually making them clickbait, you know? Like, make the thing I'm talking about sound as interesting as possible without actually, like, fucking lying, you know? Because I could say, oh, making a new magic system, gone sexual, gone wild, past 3 a.m. What? Your mom was there? Exclamation point, question mark. And then have a thumbnail with my face going, oh, and pointing behind me where there's an explosion and a house is flying up in the air and your mom's face is in the window of the house. Because, you know, that would be, yeah, and every emoji in existence is somehow crammed into that thumbnail. And a big red arrow and a red circle around your mom's face, you know? Also in Ohio. Yeah, the house flew to Ohio, because that's clickbait, right? But I'm trying to, like, make it as, ooh, I want to click on that as much as possible. That's an adjective now. Ooh, I want to click on that as much as possible, without actually making it clickbait, you know? So, like, I'm gonna try to, like, make it use brighter colors, reds, because reds are very, you know, like, strong reds, I think, attract the eye. So that would be good too. And then some other, I don't know. There's still lots of other stuff that I should still play around with to make titles and thumbnails better. Yeah, I already mentioned the oh face while pointing back. $1 trillion challenge, yeah. What? I spent the entire GDP of Thailand in one 7-Eleven trip? What? And then me pointing back at a 7-Eleven. It's like, I bankrupt the entire country of Thailand buying snacks at 7-Eleven? What? And yeah. The Thai government's hunting me down for tax evasion. What? Fucking, god damn it. Well, I'm stupid. I took over a goblin empire and became their king. Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting title. I look forward to these videos where eventually, when you eventually get too big for your boots. Ah, what, what does that mean? I know the saying of like, you can't fill these boots, being like you're not enough, but like what's too big for your boots? I get too fat for the screen to pick me up, like fully 1980 by, no, 1920 by 1080 is just not wide enough, with an extra wide lens on the camera as well, and I'm just getting too fat because Bonky McNoggins keeps donating money to me, and I keep buying KFC chicken, and I eat it in front of camera, Nikocado avocado style, and I just get too wide. I can't fill my own boots. My feet have bloated up like fucking, like, you know, like elephant foot style. I accidentally ate an entire goblin civilization. The thumbnail nonsense. Too big would mean behaving as if you are more important than you really are. Oh no, I mean, I really hope that things don't get to my head. I mean, with how things are going now, I don't feel like they would, knowing myself, but I don't know. Maybe something's gonna change, but I feel like I'm still gonna be pretty grounded, even if, like, things exceed this or whatever. Like, I feel the same, pretty much, you know? I don't think, like, you know, art is a niche in the world already. Like, that's a small thing if you think about it. And then, like, world building is even smaller, and I'm just a guy making videos about my world building thing. Like, it's the niche of a niche of a niche. You know, it's nothing special at all. I'm not gonna go to a fucking restaurant. Like, eventually, in like a few years, you're gonna see a video of me going to like a high-end restaurant and being like, you don't know who I am? I'm a big deal. I'm a big deal. Like, you know, squaring up to the waiter in front. Sir, listen, literally, we don't have tables. Fucking build a new one. Get a carpenter. Make him make me a new table right now. I'm a big deal. Monster Garden, have you heard of it? But yeah, accent on point. Thank you. But yeah, I can't wait for it to get to my head. That's gonna be hilarious though. if videos like that come out about me, that'd be a great downfall, because at least people will get laughs out of it. Fucking look at how nuts this guy went. Get your hands off of me! Stop! You're touching the body of somebody who can get you in trouble. Tonight on bottom gear? I don't know what that is. Emphasis on big because you're like 7 tons. Yeah, this is after I've eaten all the chicken and became literally obese. So yeah, I'm a big deal. No, literally, like, you can't get me out of this restaurant, this establishment. I am too wide for the doors, and I've sat down. You need a crane to get me out of this place. I'm a big deal. Actually, never mind the table. Don't build me a table. I am the table. I'll sit on the floor. Just place it on my stomach. I'll stick my fan base on you. Oh my god. Yeah. Weaponize fandom. Have you considered a career in comedy? Jeez, no. What? Career in comedy? Hell no. I'm an artist. I draw. I don't do jokes. Where is Foot Toe? Oh, you're right. Where is Foot Toe? Damn. He's normally like in the stream right from the get-go and asking me feet or no. I miss it, honestly. Now that you've mentioned this empty void of not being asked foot or no, the stream's just gone bleak, you know? Damn. It's not the same without him. It really is not the same. You do more jokes than draw, though. Sorry, yeah. I should really be drawing. I was gonna pull up the tattoos. Where are those? Collab. That's where they are. Okay, here you go. Whoops, I inserted it as the wrong thing. Get that. That. There you go. These are not the best resolution, so I do have to like redraw them, I think. Oh, that's gonna be so much work. Okay. Do you know who you're talking to? I am the god of my universe. Oh, that'd be fucking great, though. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? If you mess with me, I'm gonna write a character that's implied to be you, and then I'm gonna kill off that character. I'm gonna make him die. Yeah. What you gonna do about that? Hey, Nugs, how's it going? Oh shit. Thank you for the 40 bot. Appreciate it. I can buy nuggets with that. Can you get a makeshift rat? What? Makeshift rat catcher plush next? I already referred to this. I think the rat catcher would be a nightmare to make into a plush just because of the little details that thing has. It would be interesting to get plushes though. I have not designed any of the characters to be very easily turned into a marketable plush. Well, the dwarves. Though, I mean, it'd be weird to just get stuff for the dwarves, so it'd have to be something else. Next I'll try to get a design for a character that is, you know, that classic Disney marketable plush character design. You know, when it comes out in the movie, you immediately know, like, oh god, I'm gonna walk into the next toy store and see that on the shelves. You know, that classic big-eyed, big head, you know, waterlogged head look. How much to draw NSFW art? What? I would not draw NSFW art. That's just off the table. Oh, music's over. Hold on, let me... There you go. Oh yeah, I guess the Kabrak. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's see. Let me just... The problem is the dwarf is square, so I'm gonna have to rearrange some patterns. But I do want the fire above his ass. So I think I can fit it there. Yeah, okay. Love a little Kabrak. Yeah, I mean, I'd like a plushie too. Well, look, we'll see how the dwarf thing goes first. If it goes well, then merch might be a nice direction to go in. Or more merch might be a nice direction to go in. And I love plushies, so plushies would be a great thing to try and get. It's not in the center? No, it's not in the center at all. What the hell? What the fuck did I do? What am I doing? There you go. This might be hard to make look right, though, because the issue is the box dwarf is a lot wider than the actual dwarf, which means the size of that pattern is very small on the back of that thing. Oh, we're just gonna have to see. Wait, wasn't I gonna have writing on the back of the box? I was gonna have writing on the back of the box. Right. Completely forgot about that. Never mind that. Let's do the legs first. First time on the stream? Hello, bro. Welcome to the stream. Jakob body pillow is the single-handedly most incomprehensible thing I've read. Jakob body pillow. Goodness. That is awful. It's an awful idea. I hate that I can picture that. Like him laying, you know, the classic arms above the head, legs a little to the side, you know, slumped onto the bed, with his armor and everything still on. Obviously, his equipment's still on, but then on the other side, oh, the other side, oh, that's where it gets dangerous. Okay, let's arrange these. Well, you know you can go around the head. You don't have to pass the head in like a vertical trajectory of your arms. You can... he'd still be able to touch the back of his head. Or go past his head, I think. Okay, that has to go... As it's flicking. Has to go here. Okay. That. His legs are wider too, so thicker. Like the pattern doesn't match up quite as well. It's fine though. Okay, it's drawn on the other side too. Good. Actually, the better way of doing this would be... Yeah, it's symmetrical, isn't it? Okay. Better way would be to... get it upright first, then draw it, then put it into place. There you go. The streams where he was drawing with his friends. It'd be nice to do some of those again. They're just very busy. I'm also very busy. Wait, is that a hand reveal? What do you mean? You mean the... Oh, the image at the top? No, that's not my hand. But like, I have multiple videos with my hands in them. I don't think my hands or I am a mystery. It's just that I don't see showing my face being, or my hands being relevant most of the time. If for whatever reason someday in the future there's a video that I feel relevant to showing my face, if it's perhaps about something in real life, then I just show it. I don't think there's much fanfare to be had around a face reveal or something. Hand fetish? Perhaps. Cyberdemon. You've been exposed. Oh wait, no, not. Sorry, not cyber demon. No. Fucking questionable thinker. Why me? No, I wrong person. What the fuck did you just write, cyber demon? What did you just write? I'm not reading that. Goodness gracious. I can just copy the top one over. I've got to draw that. Okay, these are all inverted, so I can't actually... you seem to be... You seem to be an inspiration for many building creators at the moment. Only yesterday I was watching another YouTuber who was referring to you. Oh. Who? I'd love to know. Because, like, apparently, I mean, there have been multiple who've referred to me, and I've not heard about it or seen their videos since until somebody mentioned it. So I'd love to, like, see the work that I've inspired and stuff like that. It's very, very nice, you know? It's just nice to see. Feels nice. It's also very strange, though, you know? It's weird to have other people be referring to you, or like them getting inspired by your work. It's very foreign for me. Still not used to it. freelancer is known. Yeah, yeah. Jeff Brown? Oh yeah, I have seen Jeff Brown's stuff. I was lurking in one of his recent streams that he was doing while he was designing a cloud-faring vessel. It was like basically a zeppelin, but instead of a balloon, it was a cloud. His world's really neat. I really like the idea. It's like up there with like high fantasy, you know, like cities on clouds, but really cool. Good, right? Yeah, yeah. And Rick's Creation, I mean, I also know that guy. Already like added everybody on Discord to like go watch the video because it is really well made. Like his videos are incredible. Like again, the production is so good. It's so good. How he blends like real life with the I don't know how he does it. I don't know how you edit like that or like make it blend like that, like actually have real footage and then just blend it into a painting, an edit, a drawing. I don't know, photo bashing. I have no idea what he does, but whatever it is that he's doing to get that effect, it's working. It's really good. Nugget, what the f- Oh, why is there the goodness. Because oh my god. This is what Nugget sent me on Discord. A suggestion for a plushie. That's of like the old Monster Garden mascot. Spycam. Yeah. Endangered species bone, because of course, like we gotta get that classic gotta cause more harm to the environment kind of, you know, while also real human teeth, yeah. Skin is redacted, who knows what that is, and intervactive fleshy organs parts. Oh, interactive. Yeah, so there's like organs inside too. Great idea, honestly. Favorite part is the endangered species bone, because I really want to, while I'm still on this earth, I really want to cause as much harm as I possibly can. So just get like, but not like any endangered. We gotta go for the cute ones, you know? You can't go, because there's no sympathy for the ones that are ugly, obviously. I want to get people riled up. That's why you gotta go for the ones with big eyes. Big eyes, big furry balls of fun. Panda bones. Let's go with panda bones. I think that'd get some people riled up. They have enough trouble surviving on their own. Just start poaching them for bones so we can make our perfect plushie. It comes with a prepossessed unholy demon. Whoa! Bargain! A bargain. Normally, somebody has to, you know, you gotta go into a lot of trouble to get a demon to possess something, but these come pre-possessed? Goodness. I mean, what else could you wish for? What more could you wish for? Did you just say big furry balls? No, I mean like balls of fur, you know, the creature itself, not that the creature's balls are furry. Bruh, I'm joining stream and first thing is, I wanna cause as much harm as possible, my man. What? I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Simon is a furry. We've already had that conversation in another stream, and I'm not gonna tread into that water again because, well, I've learned my lesson. People love to misconstrue things, especially on the internet. You can say one thing and then a game of telephone. It goes through a few different people, and they end up saying, you know, you know. You say one thing, right? Game of telephone, the information goes from person to person, it gets misconstrued and misunderstood. Eventually, last guy says it, and he's like, what? Simon has children in his basement? And it's like, no, that is not what I said. I don't have a basement. I said they're in my attic. And it gets it all wrong, you know? And like at that point, it's just, you don't even want to say it anymore, because you know people are gonna get it wrong. Simon has children? No, I don't have children. I have other people's children in my attic. Yeah. Jesus. Again, see? Already. God. What have I just come into? Hello. Welcome to the stream. No, you know what you've come into. Don't act like you don't know. Oh, that's concerning. I think the children of the lost spirits of the children are fucking with me. I feel like my heart's beaten wrong. Or beaten? No, beating. I think I'm alright. He's beating them, oh my god. No. Just now my heart was doing a little wiggle, I think. I don't know what's happened sometimes. If there's no pain, probably okay. Yeah. I'm fine, I'm fine. It's just the coincidence of it coming right after I said what I said, you know? You're not allowed to die before you finish the monster garden. Yeah, that'd suck. Because, like, somebody's gonna pick up my mantle or something, I don't know. And they'll be like, I'll finish it. Don't worry. He's bestowed his power into my hands, and I'm going to finish it. First video. There's furries in the monster. Like, right, like, down the drain, right from the get-go. It's been passed on to my disciple. First thing he does, there's big furries in the monster garden. All the soldiers get sweaty and the musk is in the trenches and... You draw the guy in the corner? Yeah. Disciple, yeah. So I shake my head from hell, because obviously I'm not going to heaven. I look up and I am shaking my head just like, oh god. Not even a day in, it's already fucking it up. Don't worry, Simon, your world is in good hands. I'll make the monster garden. What? Bad Dragon collab happen in your honor? No. No, please, no. I mean... Listen. Hear me out. If... No. No. No, no, no. I mean... Oh. I mean, if... Unless... If only they can get me... They allow me to get Cameron Bai, the man behind the dwarf sculpt, to tag in, to tag along and make the beautiful Bad Dragon sculpture. That would be a killer fucking merch drop, though. Like, that would make history. That get into the fucking news. World building gone to the next level. You cannot just watch and hear this world, you can also feel it. You can... Goodness gracious. But I don't know what creature would be best to use for that, though. Why am I... I should not be talking. I should stop talking now. Yeah, I don't have any creatures that would have interesting, let's say, shapes. This is concerning. Why only one creature? Well, look, same as the dwarves, if that happens, we gotta see, we gotta test the waters, you know? We gotta see if people are interested in that sort of thing. And then if it works, then you go into, you know, into exploring that market. You also have to test them before they get on the market. Oh, of course. Of course, of course. All sizes, right? That's the... You gotta be field tested. I'll personally test them. I would like to make an investment. Jesus. Jakob. Beehive reveal. Oh my god. Like, have his... Oh no. What am I... Like, Jakob's eye holes, but on the end of, like, a fleshlight. I would have... We'll know we made it when that channel that reviews fleshlights, that guy, I don't know if you know that guy that goes, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a rare specimen. This is unique. This is a one-of-a-kind KFC chicken looking." That guy. If I make it on that channel, that's the success I'm looking for. That's so awful. No, it's a meme. It's that fucking guy who reviews. He reviewed a Shrek one. and a KFC one. The KFC one looked very convincing. I saw it and I was like, that's a very weirdly shaped KFC bucket. And then he turned it up and I was like, or he faced the front of it towards the camera and I was like, oh, okay, that's not a bucket of chicken. That is... Silence? Ugh. Yeah, this took a while to draw. Just one pattern. Okay. Wait, why is it on separate layers? Oh, right, because I copied it. Okay, there, and then... we just shove it here. That's so annoying. I'll turn it this way, which is wrong, but it shows more the pattern, which is better. Okay, and then I'll just Control-C, Control-V. Section. Do you do client projects? You mean commissions? Oh, also, talking about chicken. I have KFC next to me. Double standards, man. No, listen. Because when you write it in chat, it is very serious and not taken as a joke at all. But when I say it, you know, it's not serious. Yeah. Good and tasty. I wonder how many people have been absolutely disappointed when hopping into the stream and realizing how I actually talk. Or like what my stupid sense of humor is. You know, when they come from the videos and they're like, wow, he's such a, you know, he's so wholesome and doesn't use swear words and, you know, only talks about world building and stuff. And then they come into the stream and they hear me talk about this, and then they're like, "Oh no, this guy's deranged." All the people, yeah, probably everybody. Everyone's disappointed. Okay. I don't think you speak on behalf of everybody. I don't think you speak on behalf of everybody, but I would say an amount of people are probably disappointed. He does not speak for me. There you go. Streams goblin. Hee hee hoo hoo. Okay, wait, hold on. Horizontal. Yes, okay. This.
Okay, now I just gotta... It's close enough. Okay. Oh, I should just copy the thing and fucking flip all of it over. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. That's fine. Okay, delete this. Also delete that. Yep. Yep. Stream showcases the creative process. We're rich! Well-spoken, wholesome, nice guy stream. Furry with children in his attic. You sound like you'd be an awesome dungeon master. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That is a very nice compliment, honestly. You know? I wish people said that more to me while walking by in the street, and they didn't just, you know, like they normally do, just slap my ass and say, "Damn!" and walk by. You know, I wish they said stuff like that more, instead of, yeah. If only. Yeah. The other kind of dungeon. No, no. But yeah, I am a dungeon master. Well, I don't feel like I should call myself a dungeon master, as I've only, I have dungeon mastered one campaign with some friends that fizzled out because everybody got busy. But while it lasted, I think I did pretty well. Everybody still thinks of it fondly, and they are asking me to continue it. Though, you know, things have gotten even more busy, so sadly we have not gotten back to it, but I definitely want to get back to it eventually. Yeah, I wish more people would compliment me too. All I get is, "Run, he's got a gun," and then "Put your hands where I can see them." Damn. That really sucks, honestly. Yeah, when it gets to the point where you gotta mug people for compliments, like you, it's not even for money. You just like, "Say something nice. Say something nice about me right now." What? What do you mean? You want my money? I'll give you any. No, literally, like, just say something nice about me. I'll give you my. Fuck. And then you gotta run away because they're panicking and they can't think of anything nice. You have nice lips. It's like, God damn it, I'm wearing a ski mask. You can't see my lips. Fuck. Say something nice about things you can see. Yeah. The MR Monster Garden has BDSM dungeon attic confirmed. No. The attic doesn't have enough space for a BDSM that doesn't make sense either. BDSM dungeon in the attic. I feel like the word dungeon wouldn't fit with something that's in the attic. But yeah, not enough space up there. That'd be a freak turnaround, though. You go to a session with me as your dungeon master, and you're like, okay, everybody rolled up their characters, you know, druid, warlock, paladin, stuff like that. And right off the bat, it's like, all your characters wake up in a dingy, bad-smelling, dark room, tied up, and you hear the crack of a whip, and everyone, whoa, hold on, crack of a whip? What? You see a leather-clad mistress walk out of the shadows. No, with a fucking smoke machine in the corner. She comes out of the smoke. Hold on there. What kind of dungeon is this? Lust and Wenches. Yes, the perfect name. Insanity. Thank you for the 17 to say Lust and Wenches. Chapter in the book confirmed. Sounds like the best D&D campaign ever. She comes out the smoke. A bucket of well-cooked chicken under her arm. What? I'd be willing to play that on. Oh my god, guys, come on. You can't be serious. That'd be terrible to play. Like, everybody's trying to avoid the situations all the time, but the DM just keeps trying to put BDSM into it. It's like, no, we try to fight her. What? No, don't fight her. Play along with her. And like, no, I cast something to break my shackles and beat her up. And it's like, god damn it. You run out of the dungeon and it's revealed that the exit goes out into the tavern. Like, you open a hatch and it's actually the inside of the tavern from behind the bar. And you quickly run out to try and get to the barracks, the guards' barracks, to report your findings that you've been captured. And you run into the barracks and the first thing you see is the general, the head guard wearing a gimp mask. Fuck him too, no! He has a gag in his mouth and he goes, no, listen. It's a weird leather-clad lady fucking abducted us. Look, nothing wrong with that. But your persuasion roll was high enough, and at least you persuaded him to try and check out the situation. And he walks past you through the door, and you see his assless chaps, his pants, leather, but only 2 circles missing out of them, where his ass just hangs out. It really sounds like... A clap could be heard echoing into the distance as the guard walked past you. Gimps and goblins. Gimps and Goblins is really good, though. Gimps and Goblins. That is sick. Like, just have everybody play completely normally. But just the setting is just the visuals are retweaked to be completely awful. He takes out a measuring tape before entering the club? No! I cast Thunder Wave with my ass cheeks. What am I doing? Okay, let's continue. Excuse me. Oh shit, made a mistake. I still need to fit that one into here as well. Whoops. Eepy. Yes. The boy is Eepy. The boy needs his nappies. Honk shoe. Chat, is this real? What? Psychological damage. The thunderclap of his ass cheeks. Yes. Oh, I'm just rereading. Any bard in this campaign would have heyday. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Oh, you gotta call the dungeon master daddy too, though. That's the important part. You can't call them. Well, I mean, it's still fit. Master would still fit, but daddy would be funnier. Daddy, I think I have advantage, or I have higher defense against whip damage actually with my barbarian's moan ability. So yeah, I take half damage on that. Am I still going back to the? Oh, fucking stupid. Finally back to something more wholesome. And there it goes again. I'm sorry. Why? What? I can't see my lines. Why is it not drawing? Did I mess something up? Nope. There you go. There's my lines back. Well, I do need to start a new campaign. Oh no. There you go. That's better. Let's see. I gotta align this better though. There. Make this bigger. Yep, I think that's fine enough. Scrap the monster garden and start a new world building project. What? The oddly shaped female waif. The oddly shaped. That is that's ruder than calling somebody ugly for some reason. They are oddly shaped. The oddly shaped female waiter offers you a mug of chunky milk. No, hold on. The waiters smile deviously. Oh god. I'm not gonna continue reading that. I actually had a character with a negative charisma that had to try to persuade people to help repopulate his tribe, which was fun. That's interesting. Yeah, I think my mind just pictured a dwarf in comically long high heels. Literally, the dwarf is obviously half the height of a normal person, but then the heels make up for the rest of their height, and their eye level is with the Goliath. Like, you walk into... Goliath, you walk into the bar and see a strange sight. The first time you've ever... Or it seemed normal at first, until you realized how weird it was. You were looking a dwarf in the eyes. You're 6'5". It's like, wait, hold on. You look down and the tallest looking heels you've ever seen. Scrap my, dwarves with fishnet stockings, goodness. What people in my campaign keep calling charisma Riz, which is deeply concerning. Yes, that is deeply concerning. Because charisma can mean multiple things, though Riz narrows it down to you know, like you can say, yes, let me do a charisma check to seduce this lady, and then Riz would fit, let me Riz up this lady, for example. But then it's like, may I Riz up grandma? That, you know, oh, I need to, you know, tell her to lower the prices. May I Riz her up? Well, explain yourself. How do you do it? I roll a 16. I'm gonna bite my lower lip and give her that white skin stare. It is super effective. Good job. No, it's light skin stare, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Could still work. I mean, yes, it could. Okay, I'm just gonna copy it over later, so I'll just do one leg, and then I'll eventually take it over to the other side. The old wizard in his tower, having not been rizzed up for years and years, he seems to swoon at your attempts. His cheeks are obviously covered with a large, matted white beard, but for some reason you can sense that there is blush happening under those thick, beardy curls. He's also twiddling. No, he's touching his index fingers together, his gnarly, thick, like, jointed index fingers with the crude nails touched together in front of him, and one of his legs is going a little loose. Tippy toe, twirling around. How old is this wizard? Like 200?
I mean, if you would have asked like that in the first place, of course, I would let you ponder my orb.
And he raises his eyebrows, narrows his eyes, with a slight grin showing through under his mustache. Twirling the corner of his mustache? Yeah. And not just those cheeks. Oh no. I fantasy yaoi. Oh Jesus.
I mean, you are my apprentice and we're like 250 years apart, but I don't. It gets lonely in my tower. Dusty shelves unbrushed, orb not pondered. Ah.
The Rizzard. That's it, Simon. You need to add Rizzard to the monster. No. We're going to the psych ward with this one. What else do I need to do? I need to do these little brackets. Okay. I rizz up the ogre's champion so we don't have to fight. Yeah, the rizzing instead of charisma is just terrible. It makes it so much worse. You're like the Germa of dark fantasy. I'll consider it a compliment. Thank you very much. The wizard's droopy hat became uncomfortably No! No! No, no, no. While he twiddled his long beard. Go! Fucking... Don't... Fuck off. So, there's one mosquito flying around my head, and it is infuriating. Why do they... Mosquitoes, fucking... It's... Why do they always gotta go, like, next to the ear? Like, just bite my legs and be done with it. I don't care. It doesn't itch. Just fucking do it and leave me alone. You don't have to, like... in my fucking ear. There's no point. You're just announcing your presence. Aren't they supposed to be fucking sneaky or something? No insanity, no. They bite in between your fingers. No. Like, in between your fingers, or, like, on the knuckle. If they get, like, on the knuckle, it's like an itch, but it's in your finger. It's not on your finger, it's inside your finger, and you can't scratch it. It's the worst. Well, good for you, Valley Boar, not having mosquitoes. Because your ears are hot, and mosquitoes are attracted to warmth. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate the compliment. Just gonna start talking then? What? It's winter here now, so I'm rid of them. Yeah, I'm currently still sweating. Wish we had snow here. I miss the snow a lot. Well, I'm gonna go see it in a little bit, but still. It is sad I don't have snow here. Oh, I made a mistake, actually. Hold on. Gonna have to rectify that. Mistake being they're supposed to be closer to that side, not the other one. So like that. Oh, I don't have to do that. Done. Ah! Nope. There. There you go. And like that. Okay. Now we can erase all the extra. Okay. Here you go. I've never seen a stream where the chat was not a mistake. Well, I wouldn't call it a mistake. They're having fun. They're having fun in their own little way. Enough shenanigans. It's time to discuss Ram and Varoost. Post-war... Post... war politics. That one was not intentional. Just got back after like an hour and the stream is still going on. Yeah, the stream's still going. I'm still drawn. Post. No, war. My lack of English ability is showing. I pronounce things a little wrong sometimes. Lesson. I meant to say war. Simon is a furry and likes war. Fucking damn it. And the hole gets deeper. The internet is a cruel, cruel place. What hole? God, the grave. Like the grave I'm digging myself. You know, like I'm digging myself into a hole. That hole. God damn it.
Ah, the internet's a cruel place. There's only two types of people. The people that vor and the people that get vored. Ugh. Terrible, terrible things.
Me, I'm both? What? What? Yo. It's a shame. I wanted to play Dark and Darker with Bank and Ong today, by the way. My two friends. But, Bank is busy. He's busy being an adult and having adult responsibilities. Like eating and sleeping. Ugh. Like not talking about Borgia. This is too deep. What? Simon Necrophilia? No, 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 no. Now hold on. Jesus. Now let's not go that deep, okay? Goodness. Listen, there's a difference between a zombie and a corpse, okay? There's a difference. God. Shambling is basically the same as alive. God damn it. Explained this so many times. What else do you want from me? You're making it out like I'm some sort of pervert. I think your friend is a bear in hibernation. Perhaps, perhaps. In Danish, the yo sounds like, oh, God. Now I have to watch out for what I say in different languages I don't know. God. I see a lot of pretzels on the screen. Stop making me hungry. I think that's you. These are knots. I mean, pretzels are not, so. You stream often? Depends. Depends. Like your sense of humor? Thank you. Appreciate it. Is there, though? It's not as if the Yombi could give consent to, no. God damn it. Everybody. You're all weirdos. All of you. Weirdos. God. Gosh. Goodness gracious. You freaks. Insanity, I don't know what you wrote. I only know the word Simon. I sprogget Simon. I don't want to know what sproggeting is. I don't want to get sproggeted by you, though. Whatever it is. you built this audience, now lie in it. Well, well, don't change the word you've made this bed with audience and then still use lie in it, because then that's also weird. I don't want to lie on top of you guys. That's, like crowd surfing, or you mean like just laying on top of you. Um, I would not like to lie on top of my audience, no. Well, we want to. No, no. Nah. I'm not gonna crowd surf either. If I ever got the chance to, by the way, I'd never crowd surf. It looks like fun in videos, but I can just, ugh, ugh. Some sick guy holding up whoever's crowd surfing's definitely sneaking in a whiff, They're definitely sneaking in a whiff or something. I don't want that many people holding me. Simon wants to top his own. You should just learn it. Then you could learn to avoid the landmines in the language, Simon. Well, I don't think I'm gonna... I mean, you just have to understand that I'm speaking English, and anything that may sound like something bad in another language does not count. Just separate them, Don't blame this on us. You dug this hole. It's your dang fault if you think you're gonna get out of here without getting down and dirty with the rest of us. Genau, mein lieber Freund. Goodness. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What was I gonna say? Right. Dark and Darker with Bankanong. I would love to play it again because we just recently tried a different tactic. Because we saw it or I saw it in a video. I think they saw it as well in a video, and we wanted to try like a different strategy from what we normally did. Because normally, when we go into the cave with 3 people, we always get our ass kicked. And it's always by teams that have like clerics and that buff each other and stuff like that, for obvious reasons. Because no matter, like, if we have a fighter and they have a fighter, and the fighters go up against each other, obviously the fighter that has a cleric behind him and also bard buffs is gonna win a fight with a normal fighter with no buffs. Because it's just, it's so stacked against him. So we always lose. So we finally decided to be like, okay, we're gonna be a party that buffs each other, right? We're gonna have a buffing party. But we saw a video where instead of a fighter being the one who got buffed, or like a barbarian, it was a cleric, which was interesting. So it was a cleric, a wizard, and a bard. So the bard gives the bard buffs, and the wizard buffs the cleric, and the cleric buffs himself. And then the cleric just rushes in like he's a tank. And it's really interesting. It was interesting. Because, I mean, we tried it, and it was really fun. Buff party, I mean, yeah, they're cheesy, because buffs and stuff like that are really strong in the game. And it was very noticeable, right, when we started playing it, because the potential of how much we could kick ass definitely went up. Like, we could keep ourselves high health because we had a cleric, right? And the buffs and stuff like that worked really well because clerics were based in knowledge anyway. So any buffs that gave, like, ignite that the wizard does, that gives magic damage, were even stronger because the cleric already has magic damage buffs. And then use smite as well. So it's the damage of smite, of ignite, of its own buffs, and, the weapon you're using. So it was really good. It was really fun. Pantless strat? Yeah. The pantless strat really wasn't meta. Which is a shame, because, like, It felt good, even though it wasn't meta. Simon gardened his monster? Yes. Yes, I did. I did garden my monster. Okay. We have done little progress. This has not been a productive stream. I said I was gonna draw a lot on stream, and I still haven't. God damn it. Listen, it happens, okay? Okay, let me get this image. A fun stream is better than a productive stream. True, but I actually have to get the work done, you know? Like if the goal was solely to be a fun stream, then yes, I wouldn't stress out about it. But the problem is I do actually have to get this work done in like a pretty, you know, soon amount of time. And I've really like just given myself a hard task by having like a very detailed drawing to do, you know, because this isn't a small amount of drawing to do. This is quite a lot. Um, Soon or soon tomorrow? Soon, like soon the 17th. Uh, like that soon, you know? So, yeah. it's it's gonna be a lot of work. I also have like another thing I have to actually finish before the 17th as well. So two things I have to finish. The other thing not being art related, but still very taxing. Less talky, more dry. Yes, yes. I don't think it's the much talking. Even in silence, it's like 1 line per minute. Oh, shush. I think I read that once already, but I just didn't register what you actually said until I read it another time. Normally I'm faster at drawing than this, alright? Trust me. It's just, yeah. Wonky. It's like a few pixels wonky. There you go. Okay. I asked him that 2 times already. Or is it music? Oh, right. Music. Just a second. Turn it on again. This is all the music I have, alright? That's... I don't want to play actual copyrighted music. Have you read Berserk? Nope. I want to. What do instruments in the world look like? I mean, I am not inventive enough to... the thing is, if I were to make fantasy instruments, I would want them to actually, you know, be functional and sound good, so I would literally have to invent a new instrument that actually worked. Which I'm not clever enough to do. Yeah, but if eventually, like, well, have a shot at it. But I just want to use, like, interesting real-world instruments for now. Because obviously inventing a new instruments is quite a bit of a task. There you go. That's that arm done. Would the wizard play a harp? Who knows? I don't know what the wizard would play, actually. The wizard has a super modern electric guitar, yes. How long did it take for you to learn how to draw body anatomy? I'm not done learning it yet. I'm still bad at it. I didn't like sit down and try to learn it. And then when I was done learning it, I could draw people. That's not how it went. So it's hard to say, just like, oh, it took me 3 years to be good at drawing people. No, it was a mix of drawing people for fun, then occasionally doing a study or two of like, okay, let me try, looking up some anatomy and seeing what I can learn, and then drawing more people for fun, and then studying again, and just doing that over and over again, and every time I got a little better, but it was gradual, but it was fun. Do you have tattoos? No. I haven't. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to getting tattoos. I just haven't gotten a good idea. Also just not really crazy about them that much. So yeah, haven't gotten like a cool idea for a tattoo yet. I'd love to have ones that emphasize the shape of the body. Obviously my body's not the most shapely, but I mean, like, those tattoos that like just are interesting forms and play with like negative shape and stuff like that, just like patterns, but they wrap around the body's forms interestingly. I like those. Like back tattoos, some of them are like really pretty, where they just sort of like flow in and out with the body nicely, and it just looks cool. Will you ever have a tattoo? I don't know. Again, I haven't gotten a good idea yet. If I got like a really good idea and I was like, oh, that'd be cool as a tattoo, then yeah, sure, I'd get a tattoo. Not be against it. But I just haven't gotten an idea yet. Caught you live. Hey, troubled artist. Welcome to the stream. Thoughts on AR art? Again. I said this in a last stream. I don't care. Like, I don't really care about, like, drama like that. Or I just draw, I'm gonna draw either way at the end of the day. I'll still be drawing and minding my own business, so I don't really have an opinion about it. Yeah. There's many things that I don't have opinions about. Just because, because I just don't think I need to, or it's just like I don't have any political opinions either, because I just don't. I don't have a lot of brain. Okay, I work with what I got. I'm not that smart. I can't think like big and wide. So, like, politics and wider scope issues or stuff like that always are, like, way out of my league. So I don't bother. It doesn't have to. I'm in a little town where, you know, nothing really reaches here when it comes to politics. All the politics stuff and riots and stuff like that are happening in Bangkok, you know? I don't doesn't affect me here. The only thing I'll notice is when the price of chicken changes. Then I'll be like, oh, it's gone up by 2 baht. Not everything needs opinions, yeah. I mean, especially nowadays, because, like, nowadays, I don't know. It just feels like opinions are really dangerous nowadays. Because, like, I don't know. From what I've noticed, a lot of drama just comes from people having differing opinions. And they just can't accept that or something. No? I mean, it's an opinion. It's what you think about it. It's... I don't know. Just don't want to get into trouble, you know? Like, I hope that in my career, while I'm on the internet and, like, on YouTube and stuff, I don't get into, like, any drama or that sort of thing, you know, with other content creators. Maybe somebody says that I stole their art or their idea or whatever. I'll just not deal with it. I just want to draw, you know? That's about it. So I hope I don't get involved in that sort of stuff, because that'd just be tedious. That would just be tedious. Monster Garden cancelled for not having opinion. When that eventually happens, I think the world's gonna end. Oh no, I just made an opinion. I think the world's gonna end when not having an opinion is... I mean, weirdly enough, somebody has actually gotten upset at me for not having an opinion. Somebody has done that, weirdly. It was specifically about Thai politics. I didn't have an opinion about Thai politics because I don't listen to them. I've never involved myself in them, blah, blah, blah. And I told them that, you know, it's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, they told me about, like, an issue that was happening in Bangkok, you know? And they're like, oh, God, what do you think about this, you know? Like, whose side are you on? And I'm like, I don't know. This is the first time I've heard about it. I don't really care. You know, I'm not involved in this at all. And they're like, wow, you need to be involved. You need to be. You can't not be involved. You can't not care. You have to get angry, you know? And they got angry at me for not being angry. I was like, fuck, damn. Jesus. I'm just chilling. Eating chicken. What do you want from me? When the price of chicken changes, you know shit's about to go down, yeah. Do you see the Kung Fu Panda 4 trailer? There's a Kung Fu Panda 4? The fuck? There's a 4th one coming? Huh. Monster Garden cancelled for it. In fact, not being a garden. No flowers whatsoever. Damn. The moment of people that expect you to have an opinion on everything. The amount of people that expect you to have an opinion on everything steadily grows. Well, I mean, every time I'll just answer the same. I'll just be like, yeah, I don't have opinions. That's just it. I won't, like, try to form opinions for the sake of answering people. I'll just be like, no, I don't have any. Oh, Bonky McNoggins, hello. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Thank you for the $10, as always. Welcome, welcome. The stream's been going on for a while. I was concerned that I would not see you. But yeah, welcome. We're just chilling, talking, and working on the dwarf packaging. Haven't gotten much done since last time, so yeah, just have to work at it. Keep working at it. You having to make a decision on your political opinions. Abst on one sentence is weird. I agree, though. I stay out of most political matters, yeah. Are you fluent in Thai? Yeah. I am fluent in Thai. I'm definitely more comfortable speaking in English. So I'm most comfortable in English, right? Than Thai, than German. But I'm totally fine speaking in Thai. Like, when I speak to Bank and all my friends, it's like a weird mix of Thai and English. Mostly Thai, and then some words I just forget, or like don't have the right word for it, and then I'll just use English instead. But I can definitely, like, speak Thai fluently. Get back and watch the VOD. Nice. Oops. I do believe that there are things that, lacking a lack of opinion on is a detriment, mainly when they, impact human rights. Well, yeah, of course, there are things that have to be discussed and have opinions about them, yeah, but, like, on most things, I'm not gonna change it, you know? I'm not gonna be the fucking hero who's gonna change the world on this fucking thing. So I just mind my own business. You know, my opinion's not gonna do anything. You speak Thai? I thought they're asking you about a random part of the world. No, Thai is the actual country and a language. Thailand. Has anyone ever tried eating the flesh of the innocent in the stream? No, not yet. They've tried eating dwarves. Besides that, not... I mean, technically, the flesh of the dwarves is the flesh of the innocent, I guess, because they did nothing wrong, and the chat has tried to eat them. Well, they have eaten one dwarf, and now hunger for more. So, yes, we have eaten the flesh of the innocents. The innocent. Can you say something in Thai? Oh god, not this. Nothing wrong with asking that, by the way, but it's just horrible every time you hear a question like that, because it's like, you know, you gotta come up with something to say. I don't know what I'm supposed to say in English, in Thai. It's so hard to just come up with something, because it's like, yeah, well, what is the sentence you want somebody to hear in Thai? I'll just say, อาหารโปรดของผมก็คือไก่ ผมชอบกินไก่ KFC. There you go. That's, my favorite food is chicken. I love eating KFC chicken. There you go. That's what I said. This stream's... I'm talking about chicken a lot for some reason. I mean, yeah, I have a bucket next to me, so of course I'm gonna... But yeah. Thank you, Bonky McNuggets, for the $10. Once again. Simon, be the little doodle guy who we send chicken nuggets to. Opinions not necessary. Well, yes. So sorry, but thanks. No worries. I heard KFC. Yeah. Okay, yep. That. Oh, great. Oh, why is it flipping weirdly? There you go. Is more thimbles better than one? Yeah. You could load multiple thimbles with kindling, so you basically have like a magazine worth of fingers. so you don't have to like load the same one over and over again. So yeah, it is better. And you can also have like different shaped ones, even, well, although like the size of thimbles really limits how much of a difference the shape would make, as you'd want like larger shapes to actually cause like a significant difference in the shape of the spell that comes out. But yeah, you could sort of have like different shaped outputs, thimbles, that are a little different from each other. Hold on, I'm gonna clear my nose. That's the wrong audio. Okay. Hey, Simon, do you already know how soon the figure will release? Not in time for Christmas, right? No. Sadly, it's not gonna be in time for Christmas, because, well, like, obviously, they're still working on it. They're sending a prototype to me, like, soon, before the 17th, hopefully, before I go. And then after that, I have to do the packaging. And it's gonna be pre-orders, too, which means there'll be a period of time where you can pre-order the thing, and then they make them, and then ship them. So it's definitely gonna be a while until you can actually get your hands on one. Not like that much of a while, but, you know, the pre-order period is gonna probably be like a week, you know? I'll give a week of pre-order time before they make them and then ship them out. So yeah. I thought that would be the best option, because the other option was to make a batch, so we would decide, like, okay, let's make 500 of them and sell 500 of them. But I thought it wouldn't be a good idea, just because I don't know you guys. That sounds bad. I don't know you guys as an audience if you're interested in that sort of stuff, you know? Obviously, people say, oh yeah, I'll buy one and stuff like that, but I don't know how that's actually gonna go, you know? So it's better to know exactly how many you need to make and then ship that many and have them wait a little longer, because there's pre-orders and then manufacturing and then you ship them. So it's gonna take a while longer from purchase to getting your hands on it, but at least we won't overestimate anything and waste, right? Instead of guessing, oh, 500 people are gonna buy it, and then it turns out 10 people buy it, and then I have 490 dwarves in my hands, just there, not knowing what to do with it. I thought you would mute the music so we'd hear you blow your nose. That would have been good, actually. God, missed the chance. God damn it. You said it now, too, which means I can't do that. Can you make a lit thing in the corner of the stream that has a little dwarf being eaten? People donate for a couple options to help the dwarf. That would be interesting, though I, again, don't want people eating the dwarf. Though it would encourage donations for sure, having a little dwarf in the corner with like presets of having basically people fighting a tug of war, either donating to fix the dwarf or eat it. Okay, cool. My birthday is early February, so maybe I can get myself a gift. Oh, that'd be nice. The very first Star Wars figures were also not ready for Christmas, but they sold the empty boxes to put under the Christmas tree. What? What? What do you mean? Huh? The figures weren't ready, but they sold empty boxes? Wait, was it then they ship you the thing later? But you had the promise of a Star Wars figure. I definitely plan to buy one, but obviously depends on the price. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the price down as much as possible. Obviously, the purpose is to not fucking, oh, the figure costs $2 to make. I'll upprice it and fucking sell it for $200. No, Jesus. I mean, obviously, an amount of profit is expected, but I very much want it to be reasonable. Placeholder Xmas gift. Yeah, that's crazy. You open your gifts and it's an empty box that just says, "You'll get it soon. Don't worry." That's weird. It also depends on where you're shipping. I think we're shipping everywhere. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely gonna reach most of you, because, like, the US and stuff like that. But, I mean, we can, yeah. I hope it's gonna ship everywhere. Have you been working artist at some point in your life? Have you been a working artist at some point in your life? Not like in the industry, no. No, I've when I started drawing, I wanted to be a part of the industry. Like, I wanted to be a concept artist right from the get-go. That was the goal. But over time it changed, and I never actually, like, was an artist in the industry. I worked on, like, little projects here and there, but I wouldn't consider it, being a working artist. I've done, like, a lot of freelance work, though. By that I mean commissions. I've taken a lot of commissions. But yeah, no, like, industry work, concept artists or stuff like that. I changed my mind before actually getting one of those. Oh yeah. Is there a monster garden in the world you are making? Maybe. Get the figures later. Oh, that's so weird. Dwarves will be eaten in 5 minutes. Yeah, probably. If I do that for the stream, it's gonna get eaten in like 5 minutes. If you don't want to make the dwarf eaten in different ways as part of subscriptions, you can add different options for seasoning. My god. You thought to make a dwarf chocolate mold and sell dwarf-shaped chocolates? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a good idea. Ah, damn it. I'm against eating dwarves, alright? But dwarf-shaped chocolates, now that's something different. That is something different. It would be $100 to spawn another dwarf. God damn it. Yeah, I'll think about it. We might be able to play around with that and, like, work on it on a stream. But how far along is the book? For now, it's being put on hold as I have this to work on. The dwarf miniature and the packaging and stuff like that. It's definitely been, like, a lot of work to make it. So it's been put on hold. But we're slowly, like, going through, like, writing what chapters there's gonna be and stuff like that. Writing what chapters, what are in those chapters, but obviously not getting to the part of actually writing, like, what's gonna be on the pages 100% yet. You know? Because that's gonna be, like, a lot harder, because for each page or each topic, it'd be like, okay, we have to think about who he's getting this info, or how the information is getting relayed across, what information would be left out, what the person the stranger is talking to would know. You know, that's gonna be a lot of work, but I think it's gonna be worth it in the end. It's gonna be more of a labor of love, you know? I'm not gonna rush it or anything. I'll try to I'm trying my best to make it as good as it can be. Who's writing with you? I have my writer, who's Stan. He was in the chat earlier, but Stan is writing, helping me write for the book. He's probably gonna be the main person who makes the book coherent, because I am a mess, right? I don't make any sense most of the time, so he's gonna help pull it together so it actually makes sense. And then I also have Shabby and Sedeka on the who you might have seen in the server, right? They have a world building thread that's about the Monster Garden, like where they suggest Monster Garden concept, and they've been fucking killing it since they hopped into the server. So I was like, fuck it, I want to make them, you know, I'd love for them to help me with the book. So they're working with me too, and it's been awesome to like bounce ideas off of them, because they just have like they sort of think the same way I do, but because obviously they come from different backgrounds, they suggest different ideas that I wouldn't think of. But the vibe that they think of stuff fits really well. For example, like the Burla men, the like naked men in the trenches that just are scavengers and stuff like that, which is an idea that I absolutely love. They came up with that. They suggested to me the Burla men idea, and then we worked together to like tie it into the world better, to like have more connections, because originally it was gonna be. I'm in the process of changing right now. I have been working in video games, and I'm quite disenchanted at this point. Disenchanted is an interesting way to put it. I like that. I think you're on a better route. Well, yeah, I sort of got the mysticism knocked out of me when I got to talk to some of my idols in the industry, and they told me about like how it was, and then it's sort of, you know, yeah, I like your way of describing it a lot. It disenchanted the want that I had to be a part of the industry, because it just sounded like it sounded like a machine, you know, like, oh, get this done by this time, make it quick, you know, pump out this many drawings per day, and I wouldn't work with that well. I don't think I'd fit with that well at all. My way of working is very feeling based, you know. I try to listen to what I'm feeling. I take my time with concepts as much as I want to, so I can always like pour all of the care and love I want to into each of the concepts, to make them the best they can be. So yeah, I just felt like, yeah, the industry doesn't fit with me, so I just never tried after that point. What are you working in? Well, luckily enough, due to like your guys' support and stuff like that, like watching the videos and such, I actually like earn enough money, and the Patreon, obviously the Patreon and the donations, I earn enough money to be able to do this for a living, which is wonderful. You know, this is what I do now. Before this, what I was doing was commissions. I did commissions mainly. Just working odd jobs for people randomly, just coming up to me being like, hey, could you draw this? And I'd be like, yeah. And then I'd draw that, and that's how I made my money. But now, it's videos. I make videos. Obviously, right now, not making any video, but I will. Trust me, there's gonna be a video. It's just gonna take a while. Yeah. I'm really happy with where I am right now. Like, I could not have wished for anything better, honestly. I feel like I'm incredibly lucky, and incredibly grateful for the amount of luck that I've been given to be in the situation that I am now. You know? So yeah, thank you to all of you, by the way, for that. That is pretty much all of you I have to thank for putting me in this place. what do you think about a creature that is a magic generator and it uses it to forcibly mutate things? Huh, that is creepy. It's creepy to forcibly mutate things. What would it mutate things for? Like its own benefit? Like mind control them, or fucking change it into some sort of minions or something? That'd be interesting. I think that's an interesting idea. That would be very interesting. Have you read the Fiblehaven or Dragonwatch books? If not, what do you read? I don't read. I barely read. Well, barely read. I don't read. I've never finished. I mean, barring the children's books in school that you're forced to read, I've never actually read a full book myself. I'm just, for some reason, when it comes to books and stuff like that, it's very hard for me to picture what the words are saying. So I get lost in the words and I can't really get into them. Like, it's always a chore for me to read through them, and I can't have like a visual idea of what the thing they're describing looks like. I have that with other things. Some things, like I can visually think of what they look like, but with books, for some reason, I just don't. I can't do that. So yeah, I'm just not really crazy into books. Which is obviously not made writing the easiest, because I don't have any basis of knowing what good writing looks like, because I don't read books, but I'm trying. What do you think about using unconventional... people actually pay you enough for this to support yourself? Yeah. I mean, a big reason why it's enough is definitely because I am in Thailand, right? Most of my audience is American, and countries that have currencies that are higher value than the Thai baht, which means a small donation from your side is a lot over here, which means if with the amount of money I'm making, I don't think I would make it anywhere else. Like, I don't think I'd be able to sustain myself if I was American, and in America, I don't think I'd be making enough to live there. But for where I am, luckily, being in Thailand, it's enough, and I can actually live off of it. Yeah. So yeah, it's nice. What do you think about using unconventional softwares for drawing? Do you think people would be interested in seeing the process done in a weird software not meant for regular types of art? I mean, what do you think about using unconventional? I mean, cool, I guess. Yeah, cool. Cool if you use unconventional software. I don't know if by unconventional you mean to the point of like MS Paint, or if you mean like that math app or that math program where you type in coordinates and it puts curves and stuff onto the page. But yeah, if you can figure out how to make art with those, then cool. If you don't read, what are your main sources of inspiration? A lot of my main sources of inspiration is what I like. I take inspiration from things that I like, and that's a lot of things. It's nature documentaries, like obviously dark fantasy settings like Darkwood, or I can't think of any other ones right now. Rock climbing. I like rock climbing. Anything I like, I put into the world pretty much, if it fits. Or I'll try to make it fit. I figured out how to make climbing fit by making the pillars. I have a sort of drawing of it I made. I can post it in the Discord if you want. Yeah, sure. Do mages do dialysis to get rid of tar? Medicine is really advanced in your world, so they should be able to make something to use magic for longer. Well, yeah, there are ways of using magic for longer. I don't know what dialysis is, but there are ways of getting tar out, which I'll probably cover eventually. Is life in Thailand safe? Safe? What? Are you worried about China or something? What? China? Why would it? I'm in Thailand. Why would I be worried about China? Does China plan to do something with Thailand? I've not been... again, I've not been, like, listening to news and stuff like that, so I don't know if there's any danger going on with Thailand and China at the moment. The cost of living is very high in America, I've heard. Yeah, I've heard as well. So, I doubt I'd make it if I was there. Which mage is your favorite mage, and which one has the worst side effects? The worst side effects at the moment is either healing mage or disintegration. I mean, all of them are pretty bad. Combustion is also really bad. Fumigation is also bad. Huh. I mean, all of them are pretty bad. My favorite one is probably healing magic, though, because it's, you know, it could be used in other ways besides healing someone. Or you could use it to over-heal someone, or, you know, do operations and stuff like that as well, which is interesting. Thank you for the 100 NOK. Take some more big mans. Thank you, Gargulus. Thank you for the money. Appreciate it. The voices tell him what to make. Yes. Narrating an RPG, stealing some cleric things, and my player asked to adapt all dwarves to your style. Found it interesting. I'm Brazilian, improving my English. Oh, nice. That's awesome. You got my dwarves in your RPG. That's cool. Have you thought about streaming on Twitch as well? I used to stream on Twitch. I'm not crazy about it. I used to stream on Twitch, but I'm bad with, like, multitasking, so, like, being on multiple platforms at once is just complicated for me. So I prefer to just keep everything in one place, so I'm trying to keep everything on YouTube, because that's just easier for me. You know, not too many places to, like, jump back and forth and try to manage one and then the other. So just YouTube. Even if there's, like, benefits in streaming on Twitch instead of YouTube or something, I just prefer YouTube because it's easier that way for me. Dialysis is process of filtering the blood, sort of replacement for a kidney. Yeah, I feel like they could make some sort of magic kidney that takes out tar. He is not Taiwan. Oh, were you mixing them up? Oh. That's fine. Yeah, no, it's not Taiwan. It's Thailand. Which is a different country. What's your favorite food? Ooh, pizza. Pizza's up there. Oh, no, duck. I like duck. You know, it's not that I have duck often, right? So it's always like a special thing to have duck, which means I always cherish it because it's a nice thing. I don't have it often because it's just hard to find around here. It's not expensive, or it's not like overly expensive. It's just, you know, there's no like, oh, duck store or whatever. But like crispy duck, like the skin crispy and stuff like that with like a sauce on top, I really like that. That's probably my favorite food. If it's sweets, then it's either cheesecake or oh, that's tough. Cheesecake or rice pudding with cinnamon on top, or I like a apple pie? Oh, what? Yeah, I don't know what my favorite sweet is. Yeah. Thank you for the $2, by the way, Lecky. Welcome to the stream. Oh, right. Yep. Just hello. I used to just draw so many mazes on paper. Mazes are fun. Relaxing, too. Simon has betrayed the chicken. Yes, I have. Do you like tom yum soup? Well, yeah, tom yum. Tom yum's good. When it comes to like curries or like soups or curries and stuff like that, I do like masaman. That's my favorite one. Masaman. The king of curries, or the queen of curries, I don't remember which one. Masaman is fucking awesome. You know? Sadly, there's no, like, store that makes it properly around here. Well, makes it proper. There's one at the market that sells it here, that sells masaman, but they put pineapple in it. Which maybe that's some recipe that puts pineapple in it, and that's correct, or that's like a way of making it. Correct is the wrong word, because obviously you can make food in whatever way you want. There's lots of different ways to make the same food. But to me, the pineapple in masaman just doesn't taste right. It's way too sweet. Makes it way too sweet. So I make it myself. And I'd say I make a pretty good masaman. Obviously, I don't make like the stock or like the soup part itself. I don't make that myself. I don't think anybody here is crazy enough to make masaman themselves, because like the amount of spices that masaman has is crazy. So you just buy the packets, like the pre-made masaman packets from Big C, and it's just this paste that you squeeze in, and then you use the coconut milk, heat it up till it starts getting, you know, the bubbles. And you put in the paste, stir it around, put the chicken in, have the chicken cook in that for a little bit, then add the shallots and potatoes, carrots if I have them sometimes, but normally I don't have carrots, and then just fill it up with water and then season it. At the end, season it. Don't season it before tasting it. Taste it first, then season. Does your world have a name? The world is called, well, for now it's called Rust and Trenches, which I think is a really nice name. Where are you from? I'm from Germany, but I live in Thailand. Cooking stream when? Oh no, I would not want to do a cooking stream. That'd be embarrassing. I don't think my cooking looks appealing though. I don't have like cutting techniques down and stuff like that. I don't cut like properly. People would tear me a new one for how I cook, you know? It tastes nice for me, but I'm definitely not a good cook. You know, I can make a few things, but that's about it. Besides that, yeah. Cooking streams will not be good. Speaking of food, have you thought of, what, other than the book, what you mentioned, what do you plan to achieve with the Monster Garden? I'm not thinking that far ahead for now. Like, besides the book, I'm not thinking like past the book already to be like, oh, what comes after the book? I haven't thought about that yet. I've just been thinking up to the book, you know? And whatever happens after that will happen. So, I don't know yet. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, some tabletop stuff. I'd love to do, like, tabletop miniatures and stat blocks and stuff like that after that. To start, you know, having people be able to use the things I make in their worlds if they want to. That'd be nice. But that's just, you know. Speaking of food, have you thought of some sort of food culture within your world? It would be hella interesting to think about, also since you seem to make your own food. Well, I do think like culinary stuff in world building adds a lot to the world, so I definitely want to touch on it. in the future. I have thought about what kind of foods they would have available to them and such. Obviously, with the war going on and stuff like that, rations would be the most common. Rations like hardtack, which is something we actually have in the world, which is like just really hard bread, and stuff like canned food probably. I don't know if it would actually be canned, as you know, that would require like a factory or manufacturing, which it is not really a thing in the world yet, like not fully automated factories that make cans. So we could definitely like explore other avenues of preserving food, like salting or brining or drying, or yeah, like anything like that would be interesting. So maybe like salted pork or dried like kabrak jerky or something like that. What format will the book be? It's hopefully going to be in the style of like a notebook, like a traveler's notebook. So there'll be like notes and stuff like that about conversations he's had with different people and characters, and documenting the world in that way. So from an interesting perspective, it's a world building book, but from an interesting perspective, but mainly an art book, right? I still need to like emphasize the point that it is mainly for the sake of the art, you know? So it's not going to be like, oh, you get to read a novel and look at a few pictures. No, it's mainly art with like little bits of lore and stuff like that around the book that you could read and try and piece something together. Maybe smaller stories that happen within the book or something. What RPG system do you usually use? I use 5e. Yeah, just 5e. Let's see. I used another one before, but 5e is the main one that I play with. Hello, Salmon. I've missed a couple of streams. Could you give me a summary of the types of mages that are in the side of the world? Oh, there's healing mages, acceleration mages, disintegration, which is basically terraforming, fumigation, vocalists, like illusion magic, and physical magic. Physical magic is using it on your own body instead, like to modify your strength or speed and stuff like that. That's about it. Types of mages. Types of magic, that's a different thing, because there's lots of different types of magic that happen in the world that people haven't figured out yet. What would you say is the most feared creature in the world? Don't know yet. You could do something like pemmican. Pemmican. That sounds familiar. I forgot what pemmican is. Hold on. Let me look that up. Right, pemmican. Yeah, something like pemmican would be great, actually. Yeah. I remember because, I remember that word because Tasting History made pemmican, but I just don't remember what it looked like. I love Tasting History, by the way. That channel is a gold mine for ideas, just because, like, it's so interesting to think about the history of food, you know? Sometimes you don't think about it. You're like, oh shit, all this stuff has such deep roots from where it comes from, and it's like often tied into like really interesting events and stuff like that. So yeah, I would love to like get that into the world somehow, where it's like, oh, how did this cuisine develop or stuff like that. But that's obviously like, that'd be a lot more work, you know? That'd be like a whole different section of the world to develop food and culinary stuff. Would you say history is your favorite food? No, yes. Of course history is my favorite food. You could do something like pemmican. Okay, hardtack just gives me flashbacks to 5th grade history class. Yeah, hardtack. Also, do you have like historical references or something? Well, yeah, of course I've taken inspiration from visuals. Emphasis on this, by the way. I don't want anybody to get me wrong or anything, because, you know, I'm worried some people are gonna think, oh, he's taking inspiration from this thing in history, which means he probably, you know, and he portrays these people as being good guys. That means he thinks that thing in history was good or something like that. I really don't want people to misunderstand me like that. The way I take inspiration from very big air quotes history is I see something back in the day that looks cool, so I just use it. I just take it, adjust it, and tweak it, and then just put it in the world. I don't read into the background of like, oh, what is the deeper meaning behind this uniform or whatever, you know? So it's not like I actually take inspiration from history. It's just I take inspiration from visuals that were in the past. You know? Like, for the military uniforms, for Rom and Varus, obviously I took inspiration from military uniforms that actually existed. But that doesn't really say anything about the actual characters or the actual factions in the world. It's just that it looked cool, and it fit, because it's military uniform, so I just took it. So yeah. I'm worried that people would, like, misunderstand it and think that I'm trying to say something with the world, or their analogies for something happening in the real world or whatever. I want to make really sure that people don't think that, and know that the world is completely separate from real life. You know, I'm not trying to say anything deeper with it, or there's no like subliminal messages, or, oh, this is a representation of I'm gonna throw out a random word that I don't know the meaning of. The patriarchy. There you go. I don't know what the patriarchy means, so just, yeah, whatever. But yeah, because it isn't. It's just a fantasy world. I like making a fantasy world, so that's what I'm doing. Someone described that the low-quality pemmican looked like it had sticks and stones in it. The high-quality pemmican would probably taste better with sticks and stones in it. That's fun. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, those sort of... I'll talk about that in a little bit. Hold on. There's an old Korean food preservation technique where you store food in pots that are buried underground, and since magic in the world seems to come from the earth, maybe food could imbue magic too? No, it doesn't. Magic doesn't go into things just because they're underground. They have to have the sufficient shapes to attract magic and be conscious to take in magic, right? So like, attracting magic and taking in magic are two separate things. So you could attract magic by having a shape that attracts magic, but that doesn't mean you would take in magic. You would have to consciously take in magic, right? Which means the creature has to be conscious of doing that, or the thing has to be conscious of doing that. But yeah, what I was going to talk about Insanity was, one thing that I like a lot about like old historical writing and stuff like that I really want to capture with the world is how human writing was back in the day. Or by human I mean like medical records and stuff talking about history was written about like you're having a conversation with somebody, you know? It had like there was personality to it. In a lot of like old accounts, I loved how they talk about it like, you know, they'd write about their complaints and stuff like that. Like I don't know how to explain it well. Like, compare a medical writing from nowadays to way like in the medieval times or whatever. Nowadays it's scrubbed of all personality, you know? It's like science language and trying to be as professional and concise and and correct as possible, right? But like back in the day, they wrote it like they were just having a conversation. It's like, oh, blah 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 blah. There was one account of like, I think there was a medical professional who was trying to like use a microscope to look at an ant, but he was complaining in his writing that the ant wouldn't stop moving. But like, you know, like they would complain about stuff, which adds such a character to it. He was like, "Oh, it's so annoying. I can't get the little critters to move or to stop moving, so I can look at them through the microscope." So what he did was he put alcohol, or I'm take this with a grain of salt. I don't remember it properly, but he put like an alcoholic beverage or something onto the thing he was trying to use the microscope on. So the ant would. He basically got the ant drunk. He got the ant drunk, so the ant would stop moving, and then he used the microscope to look at it, which is just hilarious. It's wonderful to have these little notes that sort of give you an insight into the character of the people who are writing them as well. You know, like you get to learn about the character who's writing it while also learning about what they're studying about, which I really want to. Or like old recipe books. There was one guy who I got this from Tasting History, by the way. There was one guy who wrote his recipes literally like a conversation. Like he would refer to past recipes when, for example, if it's like a more complicated dish and there's like a sauce involved and the sauce was already mentioned previously in the book, how to make it, he would literally in the recipe book he'd say like, oh, and the sauce that goes along with this dish, just flip back to that page and that sauce is what we're using. Obviously with more oldie language, but that was basically it. He was like, yeah, just use that sauce from that page. It was like a conversation, which is so nice. I really want to capture that with the world somehow, you know, to get that personality across as well with writing, not just the subject matter, but also the person who's writing it and how they put their personality into it. With the stranger and stuff like that, I want, it makes it more warm. Yeah, that's a good way to explain it. Warm. Yeah. Like, with the stranger, I definitely want to, like, because the stranger isn't really a part of any story, as he's more of a bystander and looking at things and observing things and interviewing people, I really have to try and express his opinions and his character through his writing about other things. So it's going to be really fun and interesting to try and get his character across without talking about him. Like, it's just going to be bits and pieces of him leaking through the filter of writing about things. So he's going to be writing about things, and sometimes maybe he'll have an opinion about something or complain about something, or he'll just talk about something in a bit of a different tone that makes you think that he might not like it as much as something else, you know? And over time, reading through his writings, you might get to sort of get a sense of his character, of like what he thinks and what he might not like and stuff like that, just because he's writing about these things, but with just a little bit of bias, you know? Just a little bit of bias. Yeah. You know what? I think that's going to be the end of this stream, by the way. Because at this point, I'm just babbling. I'm babbling. It's almost 4 hours long. I'm going to have to head to bed soon. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream, all right? Because I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it, just talking and stuff. Yeah, see you in the next one. And I'm going to work on this dwarf more. Small details define the character very efficiently. Makes them more human? Yeah. But yeah, take care, everybody.